So first we have the Fire Pirate Captain. When he is awakened, he's called Carrack. Leader skill increases the attack power of allies by 33% in guild battles. Right, so it's good if you want to run attacking type team with a Lucian, etc. Next we have fires a carefully aimed shot that deals great damage. This attack sets off the bomb effects on the enemy, so it's good if you're running a Sierra or Malacca, etc. Next, orders a ship of firemen bombardment of 3 rounds to attack random targets. Each hit has a 75% chance to stun the enemy for 1 turn. So if you run a despair on this, you know, it's a pretty high chance to stun. With the second skill, I'm sure with skill ups it increases. Next, defense breaks, so the 75% chance for 1 skill. So if you have on a Vio, say you have on a Vio attack, the second and the third skill works hand in hand with the leader skill, especially if you're working in guild battles. Very good monster, many ways to build it. Let's go check out the various ways. Okay, so I have checked up with the second skill. The second skill has 100% chance to stun when fully skilled up. Basic rune recommendations will be Fatal Blade. For mid gamer will be Fatal Revenge. End gamer, Violent Revenge. You want to go with speed attack, speed attack crit damage, or just basically have an attack crit damage build with speed substats. You want to get a speed around maybe 120 plus on this guy. You want him to go first, so he does the second skill which stuns, right? The positives about this monster is that it defense buffs, has a high attack power, and it's a good synergy with bombers, right? The negatives of this monster will be the second skill is random when it's going to stun. So it's not guaranteed that you're going to get a stun on the monster that you intend to stun. The monster has been rated an 8.3 usage score, which is fairly usable and pretty good, and it's a flexible monster throughout anything in Summoner's War. Okay, so next up we have is the Water Pirate Captain. When awakened, he is called Galleon. Leader skill increases 24% attack speed of all your ally monsters. Very good if you're running a Bernard or a Chloe, something that you need an extra buff in gear battles, because it's very important because enemy is always super fast. Next we have is a time to loot skill. What this basically does is defense breaks all the enemies and increases all your allies attack by 2. Has 100% chance when fully skilled up, but accuracy is needed to battle against resistance there. Deals a powerful strike, absorbs 30% of the enemy's attack bar. Very useful in TOA as well when you're versing the bosses. First skill, defense breaks with a 75% chance. When fully skilled up, it's a 100% chance. Let's go check out the various ways how we can build Galleon. Okay, so when building your Galleon as an early mid-game stage, you want to go with Swift Energy, right? You can go with other different types of runes if you don't have anything good, but make sure that build you have is an HP speed, right? Very important, HP speed. If you want to keep his speed roughly around 180 plus, right? If you're a mid gamer, you want to keep it, you want to try to get it around that there, 180 plus. As an end gamer, you want to get this build basically on Violent and Will. Why Will? Because Will in Guild War, it helps so much, because you don't want this monster to get stunned, you don't want him to get reset, cooldown, and all that funny kind of shit that happens in when you're playing Guild War. You want the build to have an HP speed, or you can go with an HP attack speed. My build is an HP attack speed. I have like about 10,000 plus HP, and I have, I think, about 600 attack and 180 speed, right? Speed on this guy, if you're going with an end game, you need to get it like around 240 plus, right? Total speed 240 plus. That is it for the Galleon build. This Galleon has been rated in the Summoner's War Wiki page 8.5. I think it deserves actually a 9, to be honest. Okay, so next we have is the Wind Pirate Captain Barque. I've seen a lot of people get this fake Nat 5 and they get him awakened. So anyway, leader skill increases crit rate by 23%, same as Theomas. Performs a backlash pirate strike. I'm not sure this attack is very strong, but if you go with rage, maybe he can one-shot enemies that are water. Next is gets the decreased attack bar of 30%, same as all the others, and defense break, same as all the other pirate captains. So let's go check out various different types of rune builds for this monster. Okay, so for the rune recommendations, it's a damage type monster. You want to go with damage type runes such as rage, fatal. You want to go with crit rate as a 2 slot, or you can go with this thing 6 slot crit runes. And what you can basically do is just have them attack crit damage. Get some speed substats as well on that, very important. The positives about it is can absorb the attack bar. Third skill is a combo of the first and the second skill, so you know, his defense breaking and then he's striking. So it's if you have another buffer with this guy, he's gonna do some pretty serious damage if he's built on rage. There's a general support. You want him to go with a swift, focus, energy, will, or nemesis build. That's for all game usage. You can use him anywhere. Flexible with a swift, Vio, or a rage build is mostly for he's going to be squishy unless you get some HP on him. But main build is go with attack, crit damage, speed substats, and crit rate substats. Okay, next up we have is the light pirate captain. When he's awakened, he is called Brig, and his leader skill increases the ally accuracy monsters in guild wars by 40%. Very useful there. Next skill, disarm, attacks the enemy target and decreases attack power, defense, and beneficial effects. Prevents it from receiving beneficial effects for 2 turns on the enemy, so it's very useful there. Second skill, decreases attack power by 30%. First skill, decreases the defense by with a 75% chance. Now the disarm can be very useful against almost any type of attacking combo in guild wars. Also can be useful, it's basically useful against attacking types, because remember now, attacking type, say if an enemy goes with the Lucian build, now they are going to go with an attack buff, right? They're going to go with attack buff or something like that. Now this monster is going to prevent that from happening. He's going to be able to stop that, and he's also decreasing the attack power for 2 turns. So as you can see, this monster is a pretty good, useful monster that you can use him anyway. It's pretty flexible enough. So let's go check out the different various rune builds. Okay, so for the suggested rune builds for this guy, for a general supporter, as you just want to use him for the 3rd skill especially, you want to go with a swift type. You want that extra 25 speed. You want to go with either a wool if you're using him in guild battles especially, or arena, or you can go with full nemesis with a wool and speed substats. That will work pretty well. You can also go with the basic rune build. You want to go with his HP, speed, accuracy substats, and maybe HP, or you can go with maybe one attack, crit damage, attack, and go with speed substats. But speed is very important in this guy, right? You want to go first. You want to block that beneficial, you're gonna prevent the enemy from using a beneficial effect. That's why you want to go first. You want to block that. You can also go with a violent to get enough procs so you can block the beneficial effect. You can, if you're going with a violent, best combo would be is to go with whirl, right? Because whirl is pretty flexible, and violent and whirl works pretty hand in hand. If you can also go with a revenge type to get that defense break if you're not running a defense break on your team. So that's pretty useful there. You can also go with crit, right? If your crit rate is low, you want to keep your crit rate above 60%, and you want to keep your HP maybe like about 20,000 in total on this guy. Also another rune recommendation build, you can go with for standard type early game, fatal blade, speed, attack, or accuracy. If you want to go with a full damage type, you can either go with fatal revenge or go with rage revenge. No work nice. Attack crit damage, speed substats. If you want to go for the positives for this monster, would be a defense, a debuff, prevents beneficial effects on enemies, attack power debuff. The negatives is low base HP, so you need to go with a bit of decent amount of HP on this guy if you especially want to take him into arena. He's been rated at 7.1. I think he deserves a 8.5 rating. So lastly we have is the Dark Pirate Captain. When he's awakened, he's called Frigate. His leader skill increases the attack power by 33% in guild wars with all allies. Full speed ahead increases the attack power of all allies by 50%, and reduces the cool time of their skills by 1 turn. So he's actually better than Bernard, right? But his base speed is lower than Bernard. Next skill, bombardment, orders the ship of fire to bombard 3 rounds of attack to random enemies. Each attack has 75% chance to stun. First skill, defense break. So with this guy, he's basically a speed buffer for your entire team, right? So you basically want to run him and make him as fast as possible. Okay, so for the early game build, you want to go with swift energy, right? Nothing else. Swift energy. It has to be swift and energy build. It has to have a speed of 180. If you're just starting out, 50 is the minimum you can go on this monster. 50 is the minimum, right? You want to keep his build roughly around HP, speed. You want him to have crazy speed substats, right? You want him to be like the fastest monster you have. As an end game, you want to go with the swift wool combo, or you can go with a Vio HP combo with good amount of speed. Good amount of speed would be maybe 200 plus, but if you end game, you should be able to farm for those speed substats and get like about maybe 280 plus. Best combo monsters to go with this guy would be a Verdi or a Bernard, right? Or if this monster is fast enough, say you're playing in arena and he's pretty good compared to all the other monsters, then you basically can go with any type of nuking attacker. You don't actually need a speed attack bar buffer such as Bernard. You can take in a Verdi heal, you'll do wonders. This monster has been voted a 8.3. I think it should be voted like maybe about 9. I would give it a 9 out of 10 because it has a 50% chance to increase your attack bar and decreases your skill cooldown times by 1 turn. So it's a very good monster.
Thanks for watching the video. If you made it until this point, like, share and subscribe, and until next time, peace out.